Today we are faced with a crisis with regard to drinking water and good potable water across many parts of the country, not only in our country but several other countries. We have several dimensions to this. One is as a result of the changes in weather pattern. First, as a result of the warming that's happened across oceans, what we have noticed is that our weather patterns have completely changed. While we get the total mean rainfall that we used to get several years back, the timing, the frequency and the quantity of the rain has really changed, with the result that you have a deluge of water coming in at a short span of time. That's one aspect that we have to keep in mind. The second is the depleting land area as a result of pressure on land prices. We have less land area compared to the area that we have used for construction, and because of the lack of availability of land area, the percolation of water into the ground has been limited. This, in addition to a high FSI for buildings, has resulted in a lot of consumption of water and depletion of groundwater levels. We have all felt this at different points in time. We have either experienced it, we are reading about it, and we know about the crisis that we are going to face in the short time to come. The biggest problem that is what we are faced with today is that a combination of the weather patterns, depleting water table as a result of not being able to harness the groundwater, and in addition to the fact that we are using a lot of RO water is what has landed up into this problem. We spoke about the changing weather patterns, we spoke about what happens as a result of the changing weather patterns with regard to the monsoon and its erratic behavior. In comparison to the total land area that's available, constructed land is more than 80 to 85%. So even when it does rain, there is not enough area for the land to absorb this water. In addition, this is compounded by the fact that we are buying good water, treating it through a reverse osmosis process and using the good water and throwing it down into the drain in the form of sewage back to the ocean. Let's examine what happens when we do a reverse osmosis treatment. When you do a reverse osmosis treatment, you need water with less than about 100 parts per million in terms of total dissolved solids. The incoming water comes between 800 to 1000 ppm as far as dissolved solids go. The net result is that for every liter of water that you actually want, you are discarding something like 2 liters of water. Worse still is the quantity of water which you have discarded has a higher TDS. This water finds its way to the ground. The good water, which is low in TDS, you have used this water and dumped it into the ocean in the form of sewage which is treated. So that's why we are faced with the depletion of groundwater, and the deeper you go into the earth, the more higher the TDS. So as a result of this vicious cycle, we have actually compounded the problem, and that's really what we are sitting on. There is a high pressure on potable water. People are paying more money than they used to buy water, and that's resulting in a skewness in terms of consumption pattern. So this is really the problem that we are faced with.